morning, grade 7. Here is the second part of the assignment on the human rights and human right violations. Again, please make sure that you have a piece of loose leaf and a pencil or a pen, and you write down the same criteria that we talked about with the last video. I am not looking for you to hand any of this in yet, okay? So don't feel overwhelmed. Just right now, take some time, look at the right that I'm talking about. Then do your little bit of research, jot it down, and then on Wednesday I will give you one assignment to go with it, and it's just going to be, you're going to be typing up a paragraph for me, okay? So for now, we're just going to go through the rest of the human rights and the violations, and that's what you need to do for today and tomorrow. Okay? Does that make sense? I hope so. Okay. If you have any questions, concerns, please message me on WhatsApp. I've been answering tons of questions for kids, and I really appreciate those that are doing it. So please let me know how you're doing, and if you have any problems or are not understanding, please let me know. Okay, so let's start with our 12th of the human rights, the right to privacy. Nobody should try to harm our good name. Okay, so that means nobody can say things bad about us in a public forum. Nobody has the right to come into our home, open our letters, or bother us or our family without good reason. Okay, you have a right to privacy. So this means that nobody can just come in and do whatever they want and say whatever they want without a good reason, and just because they're mad at you for something, it has to be within the rights of the law. Okay, that's what it's saying. The right to privacy, so long as you're not breaking the law. So now I want you to think about a time or a place where this right has been violated, and then write it down, okay? Pause the video now. Okay, the 13th right is the freedom to move. We have the right to go where we want in our own country and to travel as we wish. That doesn't mean that you get to enter people's private property. It just means that you have the right to go to other countries if you wish to, and travel anywhere within our own country, so long as you're not violating people's private property, if that makes sense. Okay, so can you think of a time or a place where this right is being violated? Write it down now. Pause video now and write it down. Okay, our 14th right, the right to seek a safe place to live. If we are frightened and being badly treated by our own country, we all have the right to run away to another country to be safe. Okay, we know a lot of this is happening right now in terms of refugees. So, can you be specific in finding a country or a time where this right is being violated? Okay, so write it down and pause video now. Our next right is a right to a nationality. Everyone needs to belong and be a citizen of a country. Can you think of a time or a place where that does not happen today? Pause video now. Number 16, marriage and family. Every grown-up has the right to marry and have a family if they want to. Men and women have the same rights when they are married and when they are separated. Can you think of a time or a place where that right has been violated? Pause video now. Okay, human right number 17, the right to own things. Everyone has a right to own things or to share them. Nobody should take our things away from us without good reason. That means they better belong to you and you haven't stolen them. Okay? Does that make sense? Okay, so can you think of a place or a time when this right was violated? Pause video now. Okay, our next one. The freedom of thought. We all have the right to believe in what we want to believe in, to have a religion, or to change it if we want to. Okay? Can you think of a time or a place where this right doesn't happen or is violated? So look it up and pause video now. Our next one is the freedom of expression. We all have the right to make up our own minds, to think what we like, and to say what we think, and to share our ideas with other people. Okay, so we have the right to our own opinions and things like that. But can you think of a place where people don't have the right to express themselves? Where they might get in trouble for that? So look that up. Pause video now. Number 20, the right to public assembly. We all have the right to meet our friends and to work together in peace, to defend our rights. Nobody can make us join a group if we don't want to. All right? So this is an interesting time to do this in terms of being able to meet our friends and to work together in peace. So if you think of what's going on today with the COVID-19 scenario, can you explain why this right might be something that people question? Okay, so pause video now. So the next one is the right to a democracy. We all have the right to take part in government of our country. Every grown-up should be allowed to choose their own leaders. Can you think of a time or a place where that doesn't happen? Pause video now. Number 22, Social Security. We all have the right to affordable housing, medicine, education, and child care, enough money to live on, and medical help if we are ill or old. Okay, so we all have a right to these things. Can you think of a time or a place where that doesn't happen? So look it up now. Pause video. Number 23, workers' rights. Every grown-up has a right to do a job, to have fair wage for their work, and to join a trade union. Okay, so we all have the right to work, but we all have the right to be safe in our jobs too, and be paid fairly for it. And I think we can all think of places now from our previous conversations in class where that right has been violated. So look it up and pause video now. Now here's one for you guys. We all have the right to play. We all have the right to rest from work and to relax. Can you think of a time or a place where that might not happen? Pause video now. Okay, number 25, food and shelter for all. We all have the right to a good life. Mothers and children, people who are old, unemployed, or disabled, and all people have the right to be cared for. Do you think that happens everywhere in the world? So look that up. Pause video now. We all have the right to an education. Education is a right. Primary school should be free. We should learn about the United Nations and how to get along with others. Our parents can choose what we learn. Can you think of a time or a place where this right does not happen? Pause video now. Next one, copyright. Copyright is a special law that protects one's own artistic creations and writings. Others cannot make copies without permission. We all have the right to our own way of life and enjoy the good things that art, science, and learning bring. Can you think of a time or a place where that might be in violation? Look it up. Pause video now. Number 28, a fair and free world. There must be proper order so that we can all enjoy our rights and freedoms in our own country and all over the world. Okay, can you think of a time or a place where that right is violated? Look it up. Pause video now. Number 29, responsibility. We have a duty to other people, and we should protect their rights and freedoms. Can you think of a time or a place where that does not happen or is violated? Pause video now. Number 30, no one can take away your human rights. That's an important one. Is there a time or a place where people have taken away other people's human rights? Look it up. Pause video now. Okay, so what you need to do is just make sure that you have your jot notes all worked out in terms of your violation, where it happens, why it happens, okay? And then hang on to that for Wednesday. You don't need to upload them onto Edsby. You just need to make sure that you have those ones that you did today and the ones you did last week, because you're going to analyze those for the assignment on Wednesday. Okay? Thank you very much, grade 7. And I will talk to you soon.